go through the aftercare of your brand new permanent makeup brows. So no matter what technique you've just received at Blended Beauty, the aftercare instructions are the same. If you have just left your appointment, you would have received one of these cards from me. I find that having the diagrams day to day really helps you to understand what is happening as the healing process goes along. So it's a bit of a roller coaster with healing with permanent makeup, but this really walks you through what to expect. So initially, you leave and you love your new brows. They look bold, but not too bold. The skin may have some inflammation and irritation. A little bit of redness and swelling is normal. Usually that dissipates over the next few hours. And then the next morning, we have what I call the scary phase. Don't worry, they're not gonna be scary. They are just going to be bolder than what they were when you first left the studio. This is a normal part of the healing process. It's due to the pigment oxidizing on your skin. And when they're fresh, the pigment sits on top of the skin. So day 2 and then usually to about day 4 or 5, they are going to appear darker and bolder. This is a temporary phase. So whether you like or hate the bold stage, it is not gonna stay like this. Usually around day 5 to 7 or 7 to 10, depending on your rate of cell turnover, you're going to experience some mild flakiness in your brows. It's very important that when we are in this flaky stage that we are not picking those scabs. Permanent makeup is done very light and superficially on the skin. We're not working deep in the dermis like we are with a body tattoo. So if you were to pick off those scabs, you can very easily pick patchy spots out of the pigment, resulting in poor retention or uneven brows. So you really need to just keep those flakes intact until they are completely free from the skin, and then you can dust them off. Next, we have the ghost phase. What the heck, my brows are gone. And it shows a little sad emoji face. So once the flaking has completed, they are going to feel light. Usually permanent makeup brows lighten up about 30% after the first initial, when they're initially done, they'll heal up about 30%. So they start off perfect, they get dark, they get flaky, and then they feel like they have disappeared. This is called the ghost phase in the industry, and they will not stay like this. Usually around day 7 to 14, the color does come back to some degree, but it's still gonna be likely lighter than what you want. I always like to think about permanent makeup as like nail polish, for example. So the first coat is like the first coat of nail polish. When it heals, or when the first coat of nail polish dries, it's often a little bit lighter than what we want. It's not perfectly even. We want it darker. You can tell that it's not complete. The same is true after your first session of permanent makeup brows. That's why you have to come back 4 to 6 weeks later so we can put that second layer in the skin, that second coat of nail polish. And that's where we perfect everything. We can make any small tweaks and adjustments to color, shape, that kind of a thing. And that is done at the 4 to 6 week mark in most cases. So that is the healing process for permanent brows in a nutshell. And then we're gonna go through some of the do's or don'ts in the next video.